Yes, yes. Welcome to the ancient world of tabletop games. I am Agamemnon from the historical documentary Time Bandits. This is a report from a fugitive. I've made videos on buying games just for the loot, and on buying loot for certain games. This video looks at the depiction of money in board games and covers a few uses for cash tokens in role-playing games. Let's get the worst part out of the way right now, the rubbish stuff. Paper money in games is a crime against games. I don't handle real money made of paper. The polymer note is the future, and the future's been around for a good wee while as I record this message. So why the fuck should I handle pretend paper notes in a board game? Paper money is the least durable game component I can think of, leaving aside obvious consumables. Pencils supplied with games, and edible dice, to name a few. Will I ever eat this edible die, with its laxative warning? Will it come out blue at the other end? These are the major questions in gaming, and this channel is here to ask those questions. Not to answer them, merely to ask, and that is enough. Paper money crumples and rumples and tears. It's rubbish. Paper notes widen their eyes, begging that can of cola to tip over and flood the flimsy fuckers for the sheer hell of it. And that is a board gaming fact. Yet another mark against the game Monopoly was its use of bloody awful paper notes. But wait a bit. It's too harsh a judgment to sit on high and condemn Monopoly for that alone. Don't worry. There are many things you'll find in Monopoly that are banned in most places. I don't really have an example here of a game that uses paper cash. No, I don't count 504, where these paper notes are from, as I see that more as a game designer's kit, rather than a game. And I bought 504 for the loot, not for the paper loot. Frankly, that's as shittily flimsy as it appears. You'll find games out there that depend on the counting of cash to get by, and yet, for reasons of cheapness, those games don't include cash tokens. Why increase the actual price of a game that's small to start with? The example I'm thinking of is Port Royal. I like the simplicity of the design here. When the playing cards aren't upturned and in use as items in the harbour, they are face down, representing a single gold coin apiece. Port Royal could use cardboard tokens to represent coins, but this game is for up to 5 players, and that's a lot of cardboard bits to cover the money available. Cards as coins, far better than flimsy paper notes. Let's take a step up from cards into cardboard coins. Yes, these are a pain in the arse to punch out of their frames and a pain in the arse to store, and you'll end up with a bank full of them as the games pile up. However, a set of cardboard coins will serve your needs well, and it's no coincidence that so many games make use of them. Cardboard notes are definitely a jump up from paper coins. These cardboard tokens are from 2nd edition Arkham Horror. They do the job. For a game that devours the largest table, this design decision, to keep the banknotes tiny and tidy, was a small mercy, but a mercy nonetheless. Histrio comes with a bag of plastic coins. The object of the game is to be the richest theatre manager in all the kingdom, after putting on the best plays to please the king himself. He's a lion, and a coin flip features as part of the game. This type of component adds to the general air of whimsy hanging around Histrio. Coins definitely serve as atmosphere builders as well as mere tokens of victory. Fortune and Glory uses gold coins for the fortune and blue for glory. This is another way of handling coinage in the game. Plastic, yes, but the different values vary in size. In this case, I think Histrio's approach of varying colour for value is far easier on the eye, with far less scope for confusion at a busy table. And if you're playing Fortune and Glory, that table is automatically busy. Black Fleet plundered the Spanish Main to supply these metal coins. Production value and price both shoot to the moon when you include metal coins in a game. The main term used by reviewers is a satisfying clink. Those words tumble from the lips of feverish gamers. Weight, heft, design, and feel, all with a satisfying clink. Clans of Caledonia gets by on perfectly serviceable cardboard coins. These metal coins were a Kickstarter add-on. Naturally, they make a satisfying clink. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a gamer in search of metal coins must be in possession of a good fortune. There are cheap sets available. Where the coin companies make their money, though, is in selling you small sets that aren't quite enough for your general board game requirements, so if you walk down that path, you walk it knowing you are paying for multiple sets just to upgrade your game. For Clans of Caledonia, that one set of coins made for the game will do. I bought extra sets in for use in other games as props on these videos, and I have to say that's about it for me. I now have enough metal coins to drop into any game if I want gameplay videos to feature a satisfying clink. But there are gamers out there who are willing to improvise and buy in metal coins for each and every game under their rooftops. That way, madness lies. You will spend serious coin to trick out your board games with serious coin. What else can you use then? Poker chips are fine and plentiful. You won't break the bank creating a simulated bank. Here's my bag of gold plastic coins. Hunt around for pirate props or Halloween costume listings and you'll soon find an ocean of plastic pirate loot. Cheap and cheerful? Yes. The cheese factor is high, but that's often required in gaming, whether these snooty prop snobs care to admit it or not. You'll get by using other items like blank dice to represent gold nuggets. No one will think ill of you for sticking to the basics, though. If a game comes with rubbish tokens, keep note of the cash reserves on scraps of paper. This stems from the business of high finance as used in Dungeons & Dragons. Sneaky players in D&D, you know who you are. Suck up loose cash and scribble the coin totals on the back of the old character sheet. For money plundered under open circumstances, though, one player was often elected treasurer. The function of the treasurer was to keep score of the gold and silver coins found while adventuring. By adventuring, I mean killing monsters and taking their stuff. And by monsters, I mean the regular inhabitants of an underground dwelling cruelly robbed of lifeblood and pension pot by violent intruders. By violent intruders, I mean the players. And that is a role-playing fact. There's more to adventuring than mass murder and mechanized theft. Anyway, the dungeon bash gave rise to the function of treasurer. That player sat with a scrap of paper and jotted away, noting gold, silver, and on occasion more exotic coin and jewellery. Though never ever copper or lower values of currency. That's still considered taking the piss. What use are coin tokens, card, plastic or metal, in a role-playing game? Metal coins serve as excellent props and have a satisfying clink. In games with luck points that allow characters to swerve certain death, metal coins can sit in on the game as representatives of these and other resources. And there are companies out there in the dark quite willing to sell you specialized metal tokens for those purposes. Earn a favor in a game? Here's a gold coin to represent that boon. Keep it by your trusty character sheet and call the favor in by flipping the coin back to the game master in a cavalier fashion. Perhaps role-playing actions earn these luck points in your particular game. The flip side of the coin is that unfortunate actions impose penalties, and it is atmospheric to see a pile of shiny silver coins pile up in favor of the players, while a pile of leering red coins festers upon the table, taunting all concerned. A trail of coins across the table serves as a countdown mechanism. 4 silver coins leading to a gold coin, and 4 more silver leading to another gold piece. Time passes and the game master removes the silver coin. Players froth at this sort of nonsense, and hey, that's the point. You mean the trail represented a hoard of treasure slowly dropping into the bowels of the earth as the vault crumbled while we stood outside waffling about baguettes? Damn you and your inventive props. A bag of gold coins tossed casually onto the gaming table works wonders in concentrating the attention of the most wayward player, and so on. Use coins, or as dramatic props. Use them as timers, as representatives of lucky breaks, boons, bribes, perks, or the negative versions of all those things and more. Coins are included in board games that require coins. For the most part, they'll be cardboard coins. Upgrade to plastic or metal at your own financial risk. For role-playing games, coins are definitely an optional extra you can well do without, unless you fall prey to the lure of game props that provide a satisfying clink.